have these two sheets here. First is vendor management sheet, and the second one is a sheet where I have a list of companies and I want to get the address and email of each company so that I can send them an email. So instead of manually doing what I want to do here, and in this sheet I want to find out the vendor that is the cheapest for each of the items. So let's say for Coke I have multiple vendors like this one, and this one, right? And the cheapest is this one, so I want this vendor named here. So what I can do is I can just ask GPT here to do that. So what I do is, in the cheapest vendor column, write the vendor name from column B that provides the item in column C at the lowest rates. Prices are in column D. Now hit send. Now it should automatically fill this column. So here it has already applied a formula. If you want to learn more about the formula, you can just ask what it does, and now after applying the formula it has entered the vendor name. So for Lay's, vendor 2 is the cheapest, and for Red Bull, vendor 3 is the cheapest, Pepsi, vendor 4, and so on. For Coke, vendor 13 is the cheapest, that is $6 one. Now let's say I have a list of company names and I want to get the email for each of the companies. So instead of going to Google and searching their websites for each of the emails, what I can do is I can just click on new chat here and say enter the email and address in the column C and D for each of the companies in column A. Now instead of manually going and searching in Google and then entering it here manually, you can just click send and each of these things will be filled. Here you can see what it is doing. So the plan is, for each company in column A, I will research and fill their official email address in column C, and it will do the same with address. And here, as you can see, it has already searched for email and added it, and it has added a new column address. Now it should have entered it here, but no worries, I can just delete this address column and enter the address here. Here, as you can see, the addresses are also added. So right now I only had 6 companies here. Imagine if you had 1,000 companies. You could get the email of 1,000 of companies easily. And here, imagine if you had 1,000 items. You could just enter the chat and you could have your result in minutes. Now these are the 2 use cases that this is very useful for, but if you want, you can just click on try an example and see a bunch of other options, a lot of other options that you can use from, and how you can use this GPT for Sheets. So to add this GPT in your Google Sheets, you can easily click on extensions, hover over add-ons, and click on get add-ons. Now search for GPT for Sheets, and you will see this GPT for Sheets and Docs. Just click on this, and here you will see this GPT for Sheets and Docs. Now in my case, it's already installed. In your case, you'll have this option here that says install. So just click on it, give it permissions, and once this is installed, to use this in your Google Sheet, just click on extensions. Here you will see GPT for Sheets and just click on open. And now here you can write anything you want. You can give this agent any task that you want that we have already seen, and you're good to go. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below.